Halyna Popriadukhina has had to flee home 3 times in the past 4 years since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In her new neighborhood of Zenzalivka, she and fellow residents hold a moment of silence for fallen troops every day at the so-called Alley of Heroes. The 65-year-old is among the nearly 4 million people displaced within Ukraine. Some 5 million others have fled to Europe.
I
never imagined I would have to run from my own home, from the house I built with my own hands.
Control of her homeland Donetsk is at the heart of US-backed talks to end the war, now in its 5th year. Russian President Vladimir Putin is demanding Kyiv cede the remaining 20% of its industrialized eastern region that his forces have been unable to conquer. Ukraine is standing its ground against it. With her hometown occupied by Russian troops, authorities allotted Popriadukhina this abandoned house in central Ukraine.
I want our boys to win more than anything. I don't need their little Russia. If I could, I would tear him apart with my own hands. That Putin.
She recalls the first time she fled just as Moscow started the war in February 2022. She only left because her son urged her to. Since then, she has had to flee twice more as Russian troops pressed deeper into eastern Ukraine.
The most difficult move was the last one, this one here. It was the hardest of all. The first move was also tough when we were fleeing. It was very hard for me. We were fleeing under Grad fire. Grad rockets were flying overhead while we dropped to the ground. Once they passed, we stood up and kept going.
She doesn't know what's happened to her 2 sons. One was in hospital in the besieged city of Mariupol when Russian forces swept in. The other enlisted after his own son signed up to fight, then went missing in 2023. More than 70,000 Ukrainian soldiers and civilians remain missing, Kyiv says. That's on top of tens of thousands of troops killed. Popriadukhina is channeling her grief and anger into action, helping to make camouflage nets for Ukraine's troops. Right now, I'm waiting for my son more than anything, even though he's been missing in action for 3 years, she says. I believe he is alive. That keeps me going.